Hey everybody, in this 3-minute tutorial, we're going to be looking at using Erosion, an effect inside Ableton Live to add a bit of variation to our drums, a little bit more body, a little bit more weight, maybe a little bit more high end and saturation. Let's go ahead and dive into it. First thing I'm going to do is grab the Erosion plugin, and I'm going to drag and drop that onto my drums. I'm going to do it on the different drums so you can hear the different effects I have on each of the drums. So I'll drag it on my clap first with the noise parameter toggled on. If you use the sine, it gives it a bit of a resonant feel, which sometimes works, but usually I find that noise is your best bet. So we'll listen first without, and then we'll turn the Erosion on, and we're going to sweep through the frequencies till we can find that it's adding a bit of a presence that is a positive change. Since the clap is already pretty high end present, I'm going to just add a little bit more punchiness by pushing up the low end a little bit with this filter. Before and after. So you can hear that it's added a bit of crunchiness and punch to that mid to low range of that clap just by dialing in a little bit of this Erosion. Next we have these percussive elements. And I can do the same thing, drag and drop the Erosion on. So with adding Erosion onto this channel, we can hear that it is adding a bit of body and low end to that mid-range, but we are getting a little bit of tonality as well. We can hear that there is a bit of information that is carrying some tone with that tom, and you have to make sure that you're grabbing the right spot here in the filter, otherwise you can be boosting the frequencies that are going to kind of make it sound out of tune. This shaker loop also feels like it's a little bit too much high end, so I'll add a little bit to the body as well. And we can listen before and after. There you go, just a quick tip to add a little bit of body and weight to your drums, especially with the higher end drums that you want to add a little bit more presence in the mid sections. Just throw an Erosion on there. I definitely would suggest doing this in parallel processing as well, because you want to retain the original sound as much as possible when doing this, when filtering and things like that. So if you do parallel processing, you can control both the wet and the dry signal and retain those dynamics as best as possible. If you don't know about parallel processing, you can check the description for a video where I go over how to use parallel processing. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and if you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up.